Imagine you're standing on the sunny shores of the Sea of Galilee 2,000 years ago. Jesus is teaching a massive crowd, and he uses a scene everyone there sees every day: professional fishermen hauling in their heavy nets. This isn't just a story about fishing. It's a window into the mystery of God's government and how the world as we know it will eventually reach its limit. In Matthew chapter 13, verse 47, Jesus begins the story. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a net that was thrown into the sea and gathered fish of every kind. This net wasn't a small one thrown by a single person. It was a Sajene, a massive dragnet, sometimes hundreds of feet long, with floats on top and weights on the bottom to sweep the very floor of the lake. Because the net was so large, it was completely unselective. It didn't just catch the best fish, it caught everything in its path: tilapia, catfish, seaweed, and even random debris. This represents the gospel message, going out to every nation, tribe, and person, inviting everyone without exception to enter the kingdom. But the story doesn't end in the water. Matthew chapter 13, verse 48 says, "When it was full, men drew it ashore and sat down and sorted the good into containers, but threw away the bad." The shore represents the end of the current age, where the sea of our unpredictable world finally meets its limit and divine judgment begins. The fishermen didn't rush. They sat down to sort the catch with care and deliberation. They kept what was good, meaning wholesome and useful, and threw away what was bad. In Greek, the word sapros means bad, rotten, or corrupt, describing fish that might have once been healthy but eventually decayed while inside the net. Jesus then explains the spiritual reality in verses 49 and 50. "So it will be at the close of the age. The angels will come out and separate the evil from the righteous and throw them into the fiery furnace." He makes it clear that the final sorting is a divine act carried out by angels, ensuring that God's justice is perfect and error-free. The imagery of the fiery furnace and weeping and gnashing of teeth sounds harsh, but it serves as a sobering warning. It warns against hypocrisy, being in the net of the church, but remaining corrupt on the inside. Just as salt that loses its flavor is thrown out, fish that become rotten cannot remain in the king's presence. This parable is a call to self-examination. God's net of love is wide enough to include everyone, but our final destination depends on whether we allow His grace to truly transform our lives. The mission of the Dragnet continues today until the day the net is full. The question is, when that net reaches the shore, will you be ready? Subscribe for more parables of Jesus.